Yo, so tell me, how do you push A site on Space Lab? Maybe you're an Atom player, maybe you do something like this. Maybe you're a Neutron player, maybe you do something like this. Maybe you're even a high ranked player, maybe this is something that you do. That's what I was told to do by a high ranked player when I got coaching one time, and I think that's what most people probably do. But guess what? What if I told you all of you are wrong? None of those ways are actually the most optimal way to push A at the beginning of the round. Wondering what is? Well, look at this. Okay, maybe that was confusing. Maybe you've never seen something like that before. Let's take a look a bit closer in slow motion. What I'm doing here is actually a new mechanic that was discovered or popularized recently, and I'll link a video in the description about it. But basically, that mechanic is called the paper fall. It's linked with the paper jump mechanic. They're both pretty similar and use the same type of things to work, but pretty much, let me go over this and show you how to do it. So, you want to start here, of course, at the beginning of every round. Jump from that corner onto this box, jump from this corner onto here. Most of you probably know, or if you're lower rank, maybe you didn't know that you can stand up here. Yeah, that's pretty optimal to jump up here. Now, once you get up here, what are you doing? How did I fall down that quickly? Well, again, that's called the paper fall. If you hold paper into a wall and jump against it, your character is going to kind of do this little hop while staying in paper, which is quite strange. And after I found out about this mechanic, the first thing that came to mind was this exact pathing, which I always use on Space Lab, because I thought, I wonder if you do that right here, maybe you can dodge a bit more, and turns out you can. Now, I don't think anyone else knows about this. As far as I'm concerned, I discovered this mechanic, so fuck it, let's call it the Drak pathing. When you call it out in a game and be like, yeah, let's go do the Drak pathing and go A. But basically, on this particular place, it seems like you don't even need to jump to trigger it, since this little part right here is so thin. If you just hold paper here at all, you instantly fall down. So, first of all, to get up here, because some of my friends struggled with that a bit at some points. Basically, you jump from here. You want to stay behind this cover for as long as you can, because obviously then you're not in vision of the Audrey or whoever's there. And then once you get about here, you come out slightly and then turn back inwards. You have to be facing towards this to be able to land on here, otherwise you're just going to slide right off. But then once you're here, if you want to do the Drak pathing, all you have to do is land right about here is the optimal place, and then just hold paper and turn slightly to this side, and you're going to fall right down instantly. Now, even that would be good by itself, but guess what, there's more to it. As you probably just saw in that clip, I jumped to the side instantly as I fell down. Turns out, you actually keep your double jump. I don't have to wait till I'm on the ground to then jump to the side out of the vision of the Audrey. No. The second I'm starting to fall down, just before I hit the ground, I pivot jump to the left. Now I'm already behind cover within half a second. Now we can take a closer look at the round again from the Mara's perspective and even from the Audrey's perspective after. But you'll see I even draw the attention away from my Mara. I'm taking the focus of the Audrey's fire while still barely taking any damage. And I'll show you guys that in a sec. Now, let's see what my Mara did here. Bear in mind, this guy is not bad at the game at all. He's a higher rank than me, he's very good at the game, probably one of the best people I know actually on this game. As you can see, however, his pathing is very risky. If I wasn't drawing the attention of the Audrey there, he's just over here gliding across. It's obviously still better than just walking there in a straight line, but he could have easily taken a lot of damage if I wasn't drawing the fire right there. And I mean, even if, let's say I wasn't there at all, if he did the pathing I have been doing, he would have definitely taken less damage than just gliding across over here. But let's take a look at this from now the Audrey's perspective. So if we have a look here, this is in half speed by the way. Look how quickly I go out of the Audrey's vision there. Okay, I've slowed it down even more now. I want you to focus on the Audrey's crosshair. Look where they're aiming, and how when I just suddenly drop down like that in a split second, it really confuses their aim. They don't actually know where to aim. See, they're like, oh, okay, there he is, let's shoot at him. And then, oh, they're aiming where I was a second ago, but I dropped down. They're honestly lucky they even got 30 damage on me there. And also, again, let's focus on the fact that Mara was behind me and in a vulnerable position. If I didn't basically draw the Audrey's fire onto me from being in front, first of all, the Mara would have been beamed, definitely. But also, if I was doing a different pathing, I probably would have taken a good 100 damage, if not the Mara. So, not only did I draw the fire away from my teammate, and they took 0 damage, I only took 30 or 40 damage, when usually from an Audrey of all things, because let's be honest, the Audrey can just spray and easily kill you in a second if you're unlucky. I only took 40 damage, and that is really strong. My point is, this is the only pathing you will ever need on this map, and honestly, I think it's substantially better than any other pathing you could take. So, hope this helped you in some way. Maybe you learned more than one new thing, and if so, share the video. Again, music in the background is my own, as always. Yeah, start telling your friends about the Drak pathing, and also, don't use this against me, please. Showing this to you, don't use it against me, okay? But yeah, bye bye.